So this is the video for the final submission of the Space Invaders game. So as you can see here, the game starts on the select screen. It provides the listing of the point values for each of the aliens, as well as gives you an option for one or two players. We'll select one. We'll start with one player. Click space to begin the game. Once the application then transitions to the player state, which is uh, the the main game screen, which is where we are right now. Um, we'll just look at some basic gameplay as we play this level. So you can see that um, as we press spacebar and shoot, we launch the missile. Only one missile can go at a time. And the aliens can drop bombs, and they can collide with both the player, the ground, the shields. They're just collide with the player. And um, as the number of aliens decreases, the grid moves faster. Might be kind of hard to see until we get kill a few. You can shoot through the shields, and as you just saw, that one of the alien bombs hit the shields, and the missile will collide with the top wall and will be destroyed. And you can see the splat that gets displayed when each of the aliens gets hit. There's a similar splat, as you can see that. Now one of the goals was to show the sprite boxes, and so you press X and it will bring the sprite box mode up, where you can see how the collision boxes are working. As you can see, the box around the grid, as well as the box around the shield system. And as you see, as I remove that last alien on that last row, the bounding box of the alien grid shrunk. And so that is part of the collision system. And as you can see, the grid is now moving a little bit faster. And we'll turn the sprite boxes back off. See, it's you can tell it's moving a little bit faster since the count of aliens has decreased. And so we have already been killed. We have a limit of 3 lives. And another thing to notice here is that the aliens will dissolve the shields, although there is a slight issue, as you can see over here that it's doing it. There's a slight issue with the collision system regarding the order of which collisions are made. So as you just saw, the aliens reached the bottom, and so the game ended, and we briefly transitioned to the game over screen, and then back to the select screen where we can begin again. And I will go back through that to kind of illustrate that a little bit better. So I will just die real fast. There's one. Here's two. Whoops. There we go. And it displays a little splat when the player gets killed as well. And okay, here we go. And now the game over screen is displayed, and then after I think 5 seconds, it moves back to the select screen, and then we can play again. And as you can see, the high score has remained the same from the 660 that was the first round that we played. And so we're just going to play a little bit more. See, you can collide with the missiles. Oh, the aliens, the player can shoot the missiles and the alien bombs with their missile, and that is another collision which will destroy both the missile and the bomb. And as we continue to play, we see that just the various options and gameplay options. You can see that the collision system with the player prevents the player from moving outside the bounds, just like the alien grid. Let's see. So we'll go back to this mode. I'm going to try to get to play a level to show how it moves from level to level with the grid dropping down, though I might. And one of these days I'm going to hit the alien. And as we see, we just keep playing, keep shooting. Hopefully not dying. As for you can see the aliens are both not only moving horizontally, but they're also animated in two different ways. One is it's shifting from between each alien shifts between two separate sprite images, and then I also added for some reason I also added an animation that changes the color that goes that. And so now they're really getting going. You can a little. No, I'm really bad at this game. So close. Okay, well, 960 was the high score that time. And if you go back, start a new game, you see that 960 is there too. I'm going to make some slight changes to make this easier to test the levels. Okay, so I've made a quick hack to better illustrate the level changing. Basically, I have created one row and kept it stationary because I'm really bad at this game. And I can just keep shooting. Now there is one issue, one of many, that while as you can see, at the end of that level, it dropped down. I can do that real fast as I was talking. So there it goes. Now, as I was saying, there is one issue where if you watch the bomb dropping, it always comes out of the bottom one, which is correct, but it can often fire multiple at the same time instead of just one one at a time. See, you just saw that it launched another one before the collision with the bottom wall occurred, and that's something that needs to be addressed. But as you can see, everything else, the collisions are working, aliens are being killed. Okay, so I went ahead and reset the code back to its original state. And a couple of things to note is that There is audio. The sound effects are present. Just the so close. Just that the screen recorder does not capture them. And the other thing is that um, I have somewhat started the two-player mode, but it is not really. That's kind of where I ran out of time. But it basically, yeah, it's duplicates everything. Um, and then, so that's about it on that. And yeah, that's, so I guess that kind of wraps everything up for now. Um,